Diamonds FC, they seem to be without the services of their usual goalkeeper in Micah.
It's good to see players like Raymel Niles, I think, the number 11 midfield wing. He's
back as well.
Yeah.
The lineup for the Diamonds reads it's going to be Tashin Fleming in goal, Alexander Fleming, the number 15, Jaden Fleming, the number 9. It's Denville Gums, the number 10, Kevon Hall, the number 21, Raymel Niles, the number 11, Trevor Peters, the number 8, Carlos Reyes, the number 6, Rolando Roach, the number 5, Jalen Smeens, the number 7, and Travis Smith, the number 3.
And the Ducks United teams with Miguel Abraham, number 10, number 17, Steve Austin, number 22, Andres Bowens, number 2, Ashton Dumas, number 9, Sylvanus James, number 1 in goal, Darius Lanton, number 7, Aki McIntyre, number 8, Stuart Morris, number 19, that's Taziana O'Donoghue, number 16, Jermaine Ricketts, and number 5, central defender Kent Sam.
So a very strong Ducks United 11. Of course, their main threat will be off the boot of their striker in Sylvanus James. He's playing up top for them right now with Stewie, who seems to be coming off the right. And Stewie will be off the left, sorry, and Smiles off the right. Free kick. Good free kick, and, well, Darius was worried for a second there.
The man swings there with that powerful, deadly left foot, almost caught Darius napping there. But Diamonds really have started off bright and lively here this evening. Here is McIntyre.
Mata. Back to Lanton. All the way out wide with Passion. It's Passion on the far side. And towards, that's Kent Sam, I believe. He was looking for Massimo Bowen, but it's out of touch on the Diamonds ball.
Well, what I noticed, Doc, is that the Diamonds FC, they are not sitting back as a custom. They have certainly put in a different strategy, that is to press and press high, and they will certainly want to be making sure that they are, mindful of that as well.
Now, what we do know is that while the Diamonds' defense may be very physical, they're not the fastest. And the Diamonds do have some speed in the likes of Raymel Niles and Jalen Smains. But here comes, that's Miguel, I believe. Ricketts back with Mata. Mata once again. Trying to find space and just muscled off the ball there by Jaden Fleming. Now back in the midfield with Mata once again. Ricketts over the top towards, it looks like a Stewie, who puts a ball inside towards the edge of the area, and Miguel had his shot blocked. Ball not dead yet, and it's out of touch for a corner. I believe it was Sylvanus there who put the ball in, so it looks like it'll be Sylvanus off the left and Stewie up top. We didn't see that Stewie played up top for a large part of last season.
Yes, and on their first attack, they almost caused some trouble there for the Diamonds FC, but defended well. They will certainly need to be on the P's and Q's, especially with the outside runners, the outside midfield players of the Ducks United, because they are quite speedy, especially in the likes of Sylvanus James, and aside from being speedy as well, he's a little bit tricky on the ball as well. So they'll certainly, the central defender in Alex and those other guys will certainly need to be on their P's and Q's. You're not missing any football. One of the players picked up a knock, so to speak, and just been given some treatment. And he's up now. I'm not seeing the likes of Omando. I'm not sure whether or not he's injured. Okay, so yes, he was injured. I know he's one of the, integral figures in their fixture, especially in defensive midfield.
So they do have Amano listed as a substitute, so I don't think Linton wants to risk him pushing him back too early. Corner kick. Ball comes into the area, not cleared, and finally booted out of play for another corner.
It's dangerously there, but well read there by Alexander Fleming and clearing nicely. He knows that he's not playing with an out-and-out goalkeeper and not taking any chances at all. As we know that the Ducks United, they usually kicks very, very good corners as well, and they will certainly need to be on the P's and the Q's in heading and not letting the ball drop in the area.
Ricketts. In swinging corner, and it's cleared. Referee's going to blow for an infringement. Free kick to the Diamonds FC.
So nicely defended again, and winning a free kick. Here is Fleming.
Booted forward. And looking towards the left-hand side are the Diamonds. Only as far as the defense with Kent Sam, I believe. Sam chips it up towards Smiles. Smiles back to Passion. And giving away. Here come the Diamonds. They can break away at speed. Down the left-hand side, it's Smains, I believe. Smains swings the ball to the back post. Remel puts up a header. It's up and over the goal. But that is the danger the Diamonds pose to the Ducks United defense.
Wow, that one should have been causing and even a save from the goalkeeper, Lantern. But nice wing ball there, and it was Smeens who using the pace and kicks the ball across very, very well on the head of Niles, but not being able to get it down, not being able to get the direction down, and they live to fight another day as the Ducks United. Some pressure being put on there by the Diamonds, but they need to do it in unison, as a team. They can't be too far forward or too far back.
I must say I admire how Linton is able to set up his team to win games based on the scenario, because usually you see a man like Kevon Harley playing in midfield, but due to how fit he is, he's playing him up top in a partnership with Ramel Niles in some sort of a 5-3-2, with Redondo playing at left wing back and the man Denville Gums at right wing back, which allows for them to stretch the team with the likes of Smains on the far side, as well as continue to apply pressure with Ramel Niles and Kevon Harley.
Yes, certainly. He certainly thought of the strategy here, and I'm certainly sure that he would have seen the few games that the Ducks would have played, especially the one against the Uprising, and had certainly strategized a way of how to get maximum possession from his
Good
team.
ball over the top. He's not going to catch him. Stewie is in here. Stuart Murray puts it wide. Well. Stewie was going too fast for his own good and wasn't able to put the left-footed shot on target.
But is it as Alexander who's playing in central defense with
him, Travis, like ball over the top, looking towards Remel, but Lantern comes out and collects.
Yes, Fleming will want to be a little bit careful with how he's leaving Stuart Murray, because I think Fleming is the faster of the two defenders, and he was out of the play actually.
They seem to be rotating often, because sometimes when the ball's on the left-hand side, the right wing back in Gums, he slides over to the right wing. Carlos slides up to play at right wing back. Redondo slides in at left center back. And Alexander becomes the right center back, with Travis moving centrally, as we saw there. You see that Carlos has come over to the right-hand side, and Travis is the central man, with Alexander. So it's very interesting to see the tactics being employed by Coach Linton. Cross comes in. Ooh, that's risky. And Sylvanus lays it off towards Stewie. But it's cleared now. Here come the Diamonds. Pulling it forward, looking for Smains, but we'll find Raymel. Raymel turns, feeds in Smains. Lands on his office line quickly.
Oh, that was good, but just a little too hard. I thought he should have held it a little longer. But nice idea, but just a little too far forward for
But
for
it smiles.
Smains.
Smiles on the right-hand side. Gets inside and wins the corner.
Good defense there by Travis this time. Cutting out the speedy Smiles coming through. And we've seen some good intense football, good intensity on both ends from these two teams. Something that we have not seen, especially with Diamonds. And I'm certainly looking in things here this evening.
It's with Ricketts now after the short corner. He boots it inside. Sylvanus lays it off. And no one was making the run at the far post.
But one problem I think they have, though, that Linton will need to sort out is DK, the man who's playing right side of midfield, needs to know that he would need to have a look at those two players on the outside because they are virtually unmarked.
O'Donoghue wins the initial ball, but here comes the man DK, Denville Gums. Finds Carlos Reyes. Carlos forward, looking towards, that's Harley, I believe. Back with Carlos. Turns in towards DK now. Gums, ball forward, looking towards Ramel Niles. Niles tries to get inside, but that's well done defensively by Masimba Bowen.
Yeah, it's a little bit of experience there from Masimba. Into the 12th minute of play, still all square here. And a tense end-to-end battle here on both sides.
Here comes the Ducks United with Stewie. Stewie has Sylvanus in the box. Instead waits for a bit more help. Now smiles. Puts the ball inside towards Miguel. Miguel in a tussle with Jaden that it looks like the Diamonds will win. Taken quickly. Kent Sam wins the initial header. Now Mata. Mata towards Smiles. Smiles breaking away. Smiles gets into the box. Down the byline. Puts the ball inside that Alexander will clear out for yet another corner.
Not taking any chances. Alexander Fleming there, making sure he clears the lines and giving away the corner. But good byline play there by the Ducks United midfielder in the person of Steve Austin. There's a corner taken by Ricketts.
Corner by Bino towards the back post. And the shot there was missed. And the Diamonds can clear, sorry. They will win a throw-in. You can see TikTok for the Diamonds amongst their substitutes is the old veteran Aristo Richardson. There you go, their former goalkeeper, a former starting goalkeeper a number of years ago. Seems like he's back out.
That's good because in order for you to contend and sustain, you need good goalkeeping.
Well, Tasham has done a good job deputizing in nets thus far. Of course, the man Micah, he also plays for the Diamonds on the 17 team. So I think Coach Linton is trying to balance his minutes with priority for the younger players going to the youth league. Same thing with young Jared Smains, both listed amongst the substitutes today. Mata. Ricketts. Mata. Miguel. Miguel loses out. Well, as far as Passion. Passion. Back with Miguel. Miguel looking for space to drive. Miguel goes down, wins a free kick. Well, this is a dangerous position because we know Ricketts has a rocket of a left foot.
Yes, and Tashim will certainly have to make sure he decide which side of the goal he wants the wall to defend, and to be very, very alert for the powerful looping kick coming over the wall as well from that left foot. So he may want to be not too far over to the left, and not dead center as well.
Jermaine Ricketts has a shot and Tashim collects. It was pretty much straight at the goalkeeper and Tashim had no real issue. This one comes off the head of O'Donoghue and out for a diamond's throw. So it is, again, the tactics being employed by Coach Linton in order to create space. His right centre back is taking that throw, and his left wing back in Redondo Roach has come inside to play at centre back. And Roach will be calling to action here as here comes the speedy Stewie. Stewie on the right hand side lays it off. Ball trapped under his feet there, and he will lose out. You can see Ben pleading with his players to play it a bit faster. And there is speed over on the left-hand side now. Boot to the cross. Ollie ball in. Lenton has trouble! It's off the post! Darius Lenton had issues with that one there. Could not collect cleanly. And somehow he was not able to hit the target. Coach Linton is livid.
Yes, I think the pace of the ball and the angle made it quite difficult for him to really get it back on target, and tried for all his worth, but couldn't do so. But living dangerously. Here is the Ducks United on the attack. But
and that's a good interception there. He had to get it right there, the man Travis. Now it's with Mata. Mata to Ricketts. Ricketts lining up an effort. Ooh, Tashim there was worried for a second.
Yes, Lantern I almost started actually dropped into the net, but live to fight another day. Darius Lantern, he could be very sketchy with high balls, etc.
This one is given away, and the shot comes in wide of the target. Lantern, he is an old veteran, been around for a very, very long time, and he's always had a mistake in him at some point.
Who's the number 6 player over on? Is that
for the Diamonds?
Yeah, is that
Carlos?
Carlos?
It's Carlos Reyes.
Carlos, yeah.
Was it forward by Travis? And as far as the Ducks United once again. Jaden now will lose out to Mata. Mata to Ricketts. Ricketts trying to send Sylvanus through. Sylvanus is not done yet. Still going, Sylvanus. Take him down. Referee says, get up.
Yeah, that looked like he's trying to sell that one from my vantage point.
Smeens loses out. Smiles. Has passion on the overlap. Instead, opts to go inside. It's not cleared. A chance for a shot. He cuts it back. Shot comes in this time. Wide of the target.
Just living a little bit dangerously there. Maybe a little bit winded, the Diamonds players, because they're not getting as closer to the ball as they were in the opening period. We are just into the 19th minute of play, so maybe they might want to regroup and try to catch that second win in order to just to curtail the passes coming through the midfield from the Ducks United.
Their intensity to start this game was very high, so no wonder they may be winded. Ricketts Beats him a bit too easily. Chips it to the back post. Acrobatic effort is going to only find his teammate there. Back into the center. Volley comes in. That's a good effort. It's off the post. Not done yet. Takes his time. Chips it in again. This one is not cleared. The second volley comes in. Not as good as the first effort, but that initial volley, well, Tashim was beaten all ends up.
And a little bit slow again on the in pushing out. The man Sylvanus James had all the time, all the effort to really pull off that shot, and almost doing so had it not been for the post. Living dangerously, the defenders dribbling in the back, not good at all.
Travis pulls it forward. Only as far as Passion will find Smiles. Smiles get past his man a bit too easily. Dumps the ball inside. Oh, that's risky. And it goes behind for a corner.
Yeah. A little risky there. It seems as though Dax is really putting on some pressure now.
You see the experience is starting to shine through for the Ducks United. They were able to weather the storm early in this encounter, and they've now got themselves a foothold in this encounter. Corner comes in, and it's off the crossbar. I believe they're saying Tashim got a touch. It's going to be another corner. We know the Ducks United, they have some height in the form of Masimba Bowen there, as well as the big man Kent Sam.
If I was the Diamonds, I would have thrown that corner from the next end. Because
Ricketts puts another ball, flicked on, and Tashim has to get down and get down well.
Yes. Certainly would not be tossing it back up into the strong foot of Ricketts, because he's loving that end, because he's swerving the ball in.
Tashim puts it long. Header is won by Bowen, but it's a push in the back. Free kick to the Diamonds FC into the 22nd minute of play.
So you see the Diamonds here trying to set an offside trap.
Ball over the top. Looking towards Smeens, but it's cut out partially. Smeens in a tussle that he will not win gives away a throw-in. Booted forward. And he gave a free kick there, but I think the Ducks have wanted the advantage in that situation. It's going to be a free kick to the Ducks United, taken quickly. Ricketts to Sylvanus. Sylvanus gets past his man rather easily, puts it inside. Tashim spills, but dives on it in the end.
Certainly, Coach Nigel Linton will definitely need to ask his players to get a little closer to this man Sylvanus. He's having acres of space to play in, and it's only a matter of time. Look at DQ. His back is turned.
Sylvanus has gotten behind him multiple times.
He needs to get between the man and the ball where he can see the ball at an angle and he can see the man at the same time by just glancing back and forth. He's too much watching the ball and not the man.
His back is completely turned to Sylvanus James. Sylvanus has gotten behind him multiple times thus far in these first 24 minutes. Free kick to the Diamonds. Taken quickly. And you can see that they seem to be overly reliant on Jalen Smeens on the far side, but they were looking for Raymel Niles there. Now it's Mata. Ricketts does well to win the tussle in the midfield. Sends it out long towards Sylvanus James. Ooh, he slips there to Sylvanus. and loses out to Carlos. Carlos back with Gums. Gums traveling. Long for Ramel, but Lantern is off his line to collect.
Good run too, but just a little hard.
You see that they're trying to counter quickly, not taking too much time on the ball. There's O'Donoghue. Still Vanas. There's going to be a free kick to the Ducks. Taken quickly into Miguel. Miguel driving away. Miguel pass two. Out wide looking for Smiles, but too close to the defender. Jaden. Loses out. Here come the Ducks once again. Out wide. Chance to swing it in. He does swing it in. The defender clears. Only to the edge of the area where Sylvanos is waiting. Gets past the couple. Goes down. Wins a free kick.
That is too easy, man. You can't give him that free kick there. Players have to be a little bit more smarter than that. They need to up the ante again with the pressure. Whether they can withstand it doesn't appear as if that's the case at the moment. But now you see the Ducks United, they're getting much more of the possession and not as challenging the back as they were in the early 10-minute portion of this half.
Free kick taken into the wall. Looking for space for a shot, but it's cleared up towards Ramel Niles. Niles is fast. Up against O'Donoghue. Niles tries to get inside, and he was trying to slip in Harley there. Ricketts wins it. Niles slides it through towards Harley, but Harley is offside.
Too easy for Fleming there to call on offside.
Matter. And it was flicked out wide and looking for Smiles. It will find Smiles. Smiles picks it up once again. Tries to find the man running. It's Stewie, I believe. Stewie in towards Miguel. It was behind Miguel. And Miguel is very frustrated. Matter to Ricketts. Ricketts past the couple of Ricketts. Ricketts slides it through towards an offside. Yes. Looked like that was Smiles out there.
So on the outside again. So in the 28 minutes,
ends up.
Carlos is making a meal of things out there, dribbling and not going anywhere and giving it right onto the edge of his 18 yards box, causing some difficulty there for his defenders. He needs to be a lot more smarter than that. Here is Fleming, boots the ball upfield. That's Harley, showing some good strength but needs some help.
Now it's with Ricketts. Ricketts to Miguel. Miguel finds Kent Sam. And Amata boots it out wide to Smiles. Smiles. Now Miguel. Miguel lines up a shot. It's blocked. We're back with Miguel. Miguel past another man. Still going. Lines up another shot. It's up and over the goal.
Yes, good work there from Miguel. Pressured. Coming across goal. Trying to use the outside of the boot to heap it over the goalkeeper, but only over the bar. Here is the Ducks United. Ricketts to Abraham.
Miguel Abraham. Out wide towards Sylvanas. James. Back with Ricketts. Ricketts gets past the man. Lines up a shot. Well, it's across the back post, actually, but he couldn't keep it in play.
Well defended there by Rios. On that instance with the man Sylvanas causing him to go back. Ricketts trying to shoot, trying to find Smiles, but he was in an offside position, and it's going to be a free kick there to the Diamonds. A little bit under the gun right here. Still wave, and it's a goal.
Oh, it's gone in. Well. In the 29th minute of play, the 30th minute of play, Coach Linton is livid, but the Ducks United have gone 1 goal to the good. I believe it was Sylvanus James, it looks like, who put that one in. And finally,
it's Ricketts.
It was Ricketts, sorry.
Yes, Ricketts.
It was Ricketts. And finally, the pressure that the Ducks have been putting on the Diamonds has paid off.
Well, that's a given. That's almost like you gave him that goal. The goalkeeper, no direction, no purpose, just kicking the ball out in the center. Picked up by the Ducks United. They found Ricketts, and with his prowess in kicking the ball from that distance, is no way you would want to give him. There's no way you would want to give him that opportunity and that space to kick the ball. Someone should be always at least close by, not man marking, but as close as possible. And this time they allow him to really get a shot off on goal number 1.
A strike that was from Jermaine Ricketts. From some distance, I know he did have an open goal to pretty much aim at, but it was some strike to get such power on it. Here come the Diamonds now. Looking out wide, hits his players back, but will find his intended target. Looking for space for a shot now, I believe. Goes out wide. Needs a bit of help now, a bit of support. And finds some. Now all the way back with Rolando Roach. Played out wide to Carlos. Carlos lines up a shot that Linton will have no trouble with. Linton is still living down there on the touchline.
Yeah, well, all the hard work they put in has gone so far. The game is not won yet by the Ducks United, but they're certainly on their way.
Sylvanus gets inside. Pass to yet another, but this one cut out. Booted upfield, and O'Donoghue misses out. Here comes Harley. Harley boots it inside, looking for a Ramel, but easily cut out there by Sam.
Again, look at the number of players in the attacking third.
Over the top. And they're appealing for a handball, but nothing doing, says referee Hilton. A miscontrol, and Alex cannot keep it in play.
Not good football from Alex. Alex is playing central defense. Alex need to find his midfield players and let them do the work. Coming all the way here, you're running out of your position, and not only that, you're not playing in anyone. You get what I'm saying? So it would behoove him to really try and find his midfield players, Peters, Raymel, and all the others, instead of trying to bring it. You can stop it and look and link the passes. Not good football from Alex.
Immediately after the goal, Linton sent Jared Smains to warm up. The young man, he is a game changer. He's definitely a game changer.
What will be his substitute? That's the question. Who is he going to take off? Is he going to take off the man Peters?
It may possibly
DQ?
be Peters. And maybe Denville Gums.
Because Denville Gums has not
trying to tap into the mind of Coach Linton.
Yeah, he has not done well on this end.
Here comes the Ducks. It's Miguel who will win the throw. Leaves it for O'Donoghue. Down the line towards Stewie. O'Donoghue was looking back towards Stewie, but wins a throw. I've had 33 minutes played. Now into the 34th minute of play. It's 1-0. Goal off the boot of the man Jermaine Bino Ricketts. Now Miguel. Past the man Miguel. And it's cleared. Crucially, but not done well enough, as they're back it again. Ricketts lines up an effort, and it's wide of the target.
Peters is complaining, but that's his error right there. Giving the ball away, and they're not playing as strong as he need to be there, especially right in the central area. And that one is going to run in a touch again, just losing the bearings just a little bit. It's the Diamonds. It's still all it is. It's still just 1-0. All it takes is just a goal on the other end, and they'll be back on equal terms.
And it's Stewie. Stewie. And Carlos this time wins the battle and wins a free kick. You see, immediately when Sylvanus was switched with the man Stuart Murray, he's had the man Carlos. He's had a bit more success with Stewie not being really as skillful as Sylvanus. Alex, now towards I think that's Peters. It's booted upfield and out for a throw.
Yes.
1-0 for the Ducks United. Throw comes in. Mata. Bowen. Ricketts. O'Donoghue. Now Lanton. Lanton out wide towards Sam. Sam to Passion.
The space there.
This is a wonderful play out of the back from the Ducks United. Passion to Smiles. Smiles. Looking for the ball forward. So towards Sylvanus. It's a good header. And Carlos has Stewie for company and does well. But the play out of the back from the Ducks United was almost flawless. Harley. Carlos boots it forward, but just plucked out of the air by the man Ricketts. Mata. Ricketts. Ricketts inside to Miguel. Miguel turning and missing out on that occasion. Now O'Donoghue. And for the first time, I think I've ever seen Mata get something wrong in the midfield. And here come the Diamonds. It's Jaden trying to send Raymel through and running, but keeper Lanton falls on it.
Now, just as that Dino shoot that ball there, that shot should have gone to goal from Jaden. It doesn't make any sense to try to pass it in the tight area there when you have a clear shot at goal. Use the power and kick the ball and make Darius make the save.
Denville Gums.
Giving the ball away again.
Gives it away. Passion. Mata. Mata rolls it and it's back with Kent Sam. Sam, very composed, goes back to Bowen.
Bowen is not an out-and-out player of the ball, but if you give him space, he will play it. So you don't want to pressure him a lot more.
And Sylvanus is driving. Sylvanus tries to get inside, and Carlos does well. And he's looking for a fight as well as the man Carlos.
Well, good end-to-end stuff. They need not to drop their heads because it's just 1-0. We are still into the first half, just into the 39th minute of play.
Well, it's a Ducks free kick. Ball played in towards Miguel. Miguel Abraham. Out wide to Passion. Passion swings in a ball. And it's not cleared. Still not cleared. It's still not clear. It's bouncing around in the air. Shot comes in. It's going to be a free kick to the Diamonds.
Well, a little bit of ping pong head ball there. And eventually resulting in a free kick there to the Diamonds FC. Here is Carlos. Showing too much of the ball to Peters. Good move there. Good move trying to find Harley, but he's pinned back there by the captain Mata. And it says, referee says free kick to, he changed it. He said one way and changed it the next way.
Well, it's going to be with Ricketts. Now, Passion. Sam. As it looks like the man Sylvanus James has gone down to tie his shoes here on this our near side, as it was forward looking for Stewie. Of course, the Ducks missing two of their strikers in both the man Danny Gagliano and the Jonathan Gishard.
Yes.
Missing Bowen. Donahue.
No, you have to make Masimba play the ball. They have to push up. They have to push up.
He's not the most ball-playing centre back.
Yes, and they give him space. You give anybody space to play the football, they'll play it.
But him and Kent Sam, they do form a formidable duo there at the back. Kent Sam being a bit more technical, but Masimba Bowen a lot more physical.
Yeah.
Very tall, very aerially strong, sticks in the challenges. There's passion. Smiles. Smiles cuts inside. He was looking for the cute pass there, but in the end loses out. Here comes Jalen Smeens. Jalen looking long towards Ramel. Ramel Niles. And Niles tries to go down the outside and will lose out, in fact.
He's coming from the blind side.
It's out of touch. It will be a diamond straw. A bit casual there at the back from the Ducks United defense.
And that's the reason why I say if they put the pressure, you'll make them play. So now you have to make them think now. And with that thinking on the plane, it's going to cause problems. But they're not doing enough of that. So what they're allowing the defenders to do is to play the ball into the midfield in McIntyre and Ricketts. And that is where they're making the links going forward. Nice work from Alex.
Well, Lanton is off his line. Lanton is off his line. But it's up and over the goal. But not a bad effort from Alexander Fleming.
Yes, the effort was worthwhile. Almost had him there.
Stewie sends a ball through looking for the man Miguel, but well read there by Alex. He's done well at the back for the Diamonds FC. He did play in midfield previously, playing in defensive midfield, but he slotted into a centre-back role. He featured for the Angola under-20 team as well.
And it's going to be a corner kick. It's going to be a corner kick. One of those players, nice little chip pass there by Jaden. One of those players should have been heading going far post. One should have been heading going near post. And it would have given the defenders a lot more trouble in thinking to see, well, who should I cut off? But they've won a corner kick. Let's see if they can make use of it. It's going to be the man Smeens, player in Smeens there to take the corner kick. But need to get some headers as well. The Diamonds have 4 defenders to the back.
Jalen Smeens puts in a ball. It's not cleared initially, but eventually it's headed towards the edge of the area. And here come the Ducks United breaking away. And the referee will stop play for an injury.
Yeah, player is down in the box. He looks to be good. We're heading for the halftime whistle. Still 1-0. You know what I'm going to say? The keenly contested game so far. Though the Ducks United, you'll give the edge in terms of the possession and the chances they have created. The Diamonds would have created some chances as well themselves.
Here come the Diamonds. Out wide, it's Smeens. Now over towards Roach. And given away once again. Mata trying to turn. Putting it forward now. Smiles. Moves back to Masimba Bowen. Now O'Donoghue. Back with O'Donoghue now. Into Ricketts. Ricketts sends it forward to Sylvanus James. James, breaking away. Sylvanus James finishes in some style. It's as simple as that. Back to front in a matter of one through pass, and the Ducks United are up 2-0.
Too easy again, Carlos. Not having any help at all from Denville, and all day, every day, Sylvanus will certainly capitalize on those errors. He's been given acres of space to play in. True ball from Ricketts. Rios got caught running back, not able to catch the player there in James, and he so coolly slotted it past the makeshift goalkeeper in Tashim Fleming, and it's 2-0 in favor of the Diamonds United. Sorry, in favor of the Ducks United.
Well, the Ducks, they have withstood pressure from the Diamonds FC, but when it's mattered most, they've been able to make their chances count. And with the goals from Ricketts and Sylvanus James, they're up 2-0.
Yes.
And what I like from the Ducks, what they've changed is that they haven't allowed the Diamonds to gain possession in the midfield area. They've started controlling it and building out from the back with the likes of Masimba Bowen and the man Ken Sam getting a lot more touches of the ball in an effort to prevent the Diamonds midfield from really gaining a foothold in this encounter.
It's because they've gone away from their initial plan that they started off with, whether it's through tired legs or what have you. They have gone away from that high press. And if you notice, they've given the likes of Masimba Bowen to really play more of the football from the back to the likes of Ricketts and McIntyre. And they are the ones who are stringing the passes, and the frontline players in Sylvanus, Murray, Abraham.
Miguel sends it through towards Sylvanus, and Carlos takes a good touch. Took it out of the path of Sylvanus James, and Gomes loses out too easily to O'Donoghue.
Yeah, he's not having a good game at all.
Ricketts. Sylvanus. Is going to be offside. Referee Benjamin calls him offside there on the far side, the assistant referee. Carlos puts it forward. Ricketts just shoulders it over towards Sylvanus, who tries to flick it over the head of Carlos, but Carlos wins that one. Alex to Carlos. Alex is very composed there at the back. And that's going to be halftime signaled by a referee Hilton. At the halftime whistle, the Ducks United, the undefeated Ducks United, are up some 2-0.
Yes, in what started out to be a really competitive, spirited game, has petered out into a 2-0 lead for the Ducks United, grabbing a hold of the possession, and possibly maybe Winded was the Diamonds with their high press. Have seen them chasing now, lead behind by some 2 goals. And they will certainly need to go back to the drawing board as to what they would have started before, and see if they can recreate that again to create the pressure and see how best they can push these Ducks United defenders and the midfielders. Until in about 10-15 minutes or so, we will join you back with the second half of our nightcap, the Ducks United versus the Diamonds. Ducks United leading 2-0. Back to Master Control.
Welcome back to the Raymond the Eagle Shot Technical Center for the start of the second half of what's been a rather good game between the Diamonds FC and the Ducks United, with the Ducks United going into the halftime whistle with a 2-0 lead, courtesy of strikes from the man Jermaine Ricketts as well as Sylvanus James. And as I say, good evening to Millie Millie. How do you think the Diamonds will be able to regain really a foothold in this encounter?
Good evening, good night, good morning, wherever you are in the world, taking our commentaries. Good evening, good night, Doc. It is a matter of, for the Diamond FC to settle down. You know, they are playing ahead of themselves. If you notice what went on there in the first half, the defense were caught napping a number of times, leaving Sylvanus the acres of room to roam. And so when you have persons like Sylvanus on a team, you cannot make that mistake. And so Sylvanus capitalizing on space, he has the speed, and so you have to give him a challenge. You know, ask him to beat you, to get around you. The moment you're going to want to run him down, you are not going to catch him. The moment you allow Ricketts the acres of space that was given him to get that shot off, you are not going to be able. Any goalkeeper in the world will get trouble with Ricketts from that distance. Ricketts can shoot the ball like a rocket from that distance. You cannot give him the space to do what he wants.
And what he also can do is that sort of ball diagonally across field. And it's a ball through as well. Here come the Ducks United on the left-hand side. Ball comes into the area, and it's blocked out of touch for a throw-in.
So one of the things that you notice that Diamond FC was guilty of in that first half as well is, you know, watching the ball a lot and leaving players open. You know, they are looking at the ball and not the awareness of where players are were just not there. But one would hope that they would have been spoken to by their coach, and that they would have really taken board and fix that which that was damaged in the first half, and look to recompose themselves and come better for a second 45 minutes.
Well, it's Mata. Boots it forward towards Miguel. Miguel looking for the 1-2, and it's a brilliant move. Here comes Sylvanus, and he's cleared out and upended, and that's going to be a free kick. Well, it looks like a head injury as well, because he flipped over. He was completely upended, and well.
But if you notice again, what it is that they have changed. And that looks definitely dangerous. That looks dangerous.
We will hope it is not too severe.
It is a similar play that you saw in the previous game. Very similar play, very similar outcome. And one would hope that the outcome of it is similar, in that the player would be able to continue. The player has been carded on this occasion. We saw no card on the first occasion that I really think should have been. That's a reckless play. That is a reckless play.
Very reckless, because he slid in with such force.
Reckless, very close to dangerous.
Intensity. Never like to see it at all. Player flying that high into the air and flipping over.
And he was at full speed. I
know Sylvanus James's full speed is a very fast full speed.
And so it made it even more you know. It made it even more difficult for him to have pull out the challenge. He pulled out the challenge. That was fortunate because that could have been really dangerous had he gotten hit. But he pulled out the challenge. But to be able to brace himself from the fall, it was very difficult. And in the end, seemed to have landed, hit the head. One would hope that it is not as severe as it looked, and that he was able to break the fall some way, somehow, as he hit the ground. From this distance at full speed, it could look one way, and it is not. But wow, 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 wow. Well, players are blocking our view. You're not missing any football, but Sylvanus is up, being helped up, and yes, he looks, he's responding very well, and he is just showing the medics where he may have hit, but he looks like he would be able to continue. But that is very dangerous. That was a reckless play. That was a reckless play. So medics are just making sure that there was no concussion. It's rickets. A wall has been erected. Can this wall stop rockets? I'm not sure if they can stop rockets.
I don't think a brick wall could stop.
Because it's the Ricketts who is going to take this free kick.
Jermaine Ricketts over this one. Ricketts floats the ball in, and Tashim deals with it. Here come the Ducks United. It's Mata. Ricketts. Over towards, looks like Passion there. Back with Ricketts. Passion once again. Moved it forward now by Ricketts. Gets past Carlos partially. And Smiles is trying to get inside there. He'll pick it up once again now. The man Smiles. Trying to squeeze between two players. And in the end, is squeezed out of possession. Put it forward. Only as far as Passion to Mata. You can just see the way that the two midfielders for the Ducks United, and Mata and Ricketts, they seem to sense pressure, and they're able to turn into the space to avoid it.
Well, they've been allowed to play to their pleasure tonight. They have really been playing well. Sylvanus on his feet by the medics era, and we can only hope that he's all right and that he will make his way back onto the playing area.
Edge of the area, shot comes in, good save by Tashim. Well, that was coming in with some pace, but Tashim got down well.
And we are seeing Sylvanus on the line, and now he is being waved on by the referee. Good signs, Doc.
It's a very good sign. A very good sign indeed. So it's not severe, and Sylvanus can continue. Here come the Diamonds. Trying to find a space there, but losing out, and the Ducks can clear once again. Out wide for Sylvanus. Sylvanus looking for Stewie on the diagonal run. Stewie gets past Alex down to the byline and has no one to put the ball into. It runs out for a goal kick.
That was traveling very quickly, and he ran out of acreage there. But what a goal kick that was. What nonsense is that from Tashim?
Once again, a poor goal kick from Tashim, but that's good skill being shown there. I think that's Denville who's driving forward, and the forward there looks like that's...
Bowens will pick up her
Yeah,
yellow.
Bowens will be...
I know.
Or will he have a talking to? It's just going to be a talking to from referee Hilton, because he went right over the back there. I think that's Ken Sam.
And that was Masimba Bowen.
It was Bowen, actually.
That's Bowen. Ken Sam got a yellow card at the start of the game, even before the first whistle went. Ken Sam got a yellow card.
That he did. Free kick to the Diamonds. I think that's Jaden. Swings the ball in towards Lantern, who will collect. Lantern with his very unique way of distributing, as the Diamonds will be making a change rather soon. And it looks like it may be the man, the Rabbit. Looks like it's going to be the Rabbit who will be making his way onto the field rather shortly. It's the Diamonds trying to get themselves back onto level terms, but will win a free kick. Free kick to the Diamonds in a position that Jalen Smeens would be able to strike it from with his left boot. Just waiting on the referee to acknowledge the sub. It doesn't seem to be looking in that direction at all. Free kick comes in. Good free kick, but straight at Lantern. And the Ducks can break away quickly. Goes out wide to Sylvanus. Sylvanus sends Miguel running. Miguel has Travis for company. Back with Sylvanus. Boots it over the top towards Stewie. Stewie lays off for Smiles, who has a shot. Tashim spills, and he collects in the end. Right on the Roach. Roach looking forward towards Harley, but Matter will win only partially. Here comes Harley. Harley forward towards Raymel, and that's a crucial touch in the defensive line, because Raymel was in behind and was looking. He was looking, and he was waiting on that one there. Diamonds once again. Jaden sends it forward towards a streaking Denville Gums, but Darius is off his line quickly. James. Ricketts. Matter turns well over towards a wide open Smiles. Smiles takes it down, tries to get past the man, goes into the area, picks it up once again. Smiles trying to turn, trying to find space, lays it off, shots blocked. The second shot is put about 6 miles wide of the target from 6 yards out.
Well.
That is unbelievable. I think that's the man Stewie up there who somehow managed to completely whiff on that one. and just skew it wide of the target from just 6 yards out. Well, there comes the Rabbit. He'll be on to replace the man, Kevon Harley. On the hour mark now, it's still 2-0. 2-0 in favor of the Docks United. The Diamonds, they are not done trying to get into this game just yet. They've just brought on a man who is able to change games, the man Rabbit.
Rabbit could be very speedy, but he's been a yellow card customer.
We know the Rabbit, he plays very much like a rabbit. He's very speedy, very agile, but a bit reckless. Doesn't know when to go, when to not go. Very much like a rabbit. Free kick to the Diamonds. Free kick taken. Ramel takes it down. Ramel Niles. Goes back towards, I think that's Peters in there. And the Docks can break. Here comes Sylvanus James into Miguel.
Ramel stays down.
You can see finally the referee acknowledges that Ramel Niles has stayed down with an injury. Looks to be in some pain as well.
Seem to have picked up a knock there in the left hip. And I think Coach Linton will immediately get him off the field. And the man Long will take, I believe, will be taking over from Niles.
We know Ramel Niles to be a dangerous player. But I think at number 14, Nakeem Liang will be replacing him. Wouldn't want to risk him in a game like this, where he could be out for even longer period of time if he continues to play.
So he's going to be substituting, and the man Long is going to take his place.
We're not missing any real action right now, other than Ramel Niles being substituted for Akeem Liang due to an injury.
Seem to be in some severe pain.
Yes, but it's going to be a resumption in play. And just to update you on the scores from the Angola Football League under 17 league, earlier today we did see the Diamonds FC winning, was it some 7-0 over the Western Predators in our first game. As the ball comes through towards Sylvanus James. James to make it 3. Took it too far to the byline.
There are two things that went wrong with that from Sylvanus. That extra touch that he took it wide. And in the end, the angle became very tight.
We'll take it quickly. Here comes Sylvanus James once again, unmarked. Tashim with a good save.
I think that one was out, but Tashim got to it. ensuring that it didn't get past him. No damage done, and it's going to be a corner for Ducks United.
Well, I was saying for the Youth League scores that the Roaring Lions and the Limers played out to a 0-0 draw, while the Spartans FC, they were able to beat the EastEnders by a score of 3-0.
Well, congratulations to your team.
Ball comes in, it's cleared off the line there. Volley comes in, it's blocked by seemingly his own teammate. Not cleared just yet. Still a scramble in the area, and now booted clear.
So I guess that with that victory today, that would have put your team ahead in the standings as we speak.
It's going to be a very tight race coming down to the end, with the Spartans top of the table with 15 points, while the Lions are second with 14. It's going to be a really tight battle coming down to the end. He's lining up a shot. He does have a shot, and Tasha makes a save.
Yeah, it's a brilliant work done there by Fleming. Going to his right and putting that one around the post, ensuring that the Diamond FC stays only 2 goals down.
Taking shot. Comes into the area now, what the Diamond can clear. Just clear out of touch for yet another Ducks United throw. O'Donoghue. Goes in towards Mata. As the shot comes in, it's blocked. Only as far as I think that's Smiles out there. Again, difficult to see the jersey numbers of these players for the Ducks United against the yellow and blue black backdrop. As the ball comes in towards Denville Gums, but good defensive work. It's cleared out of touch for a throw-in.
Ricketts was trying to sell one there. The referee didn't buy in on that one at all.
Hilton is a veteran referee. You can't fool him with those. Just want to boot it upfield towards Sylvanus James tries to run past the man, but Travis read that one well, but did not clear well, and Sylvanus picks it up again. Sylvanus up against Travis, and Travis clears it upfield. Akeem Liang now just boots it out of touch. Passion. Ricketts. Mata. Miguel. Back to Mata. Mata to Bowen. Oh, that's Kent Sam, sorry. Now O'Donoghue loses out. It's for a Diamonds throw. And it looks like the two center backs for the Ducks United have switched, both Bowen and Kent Sam. They've switched their sides. So Kent Sam is playing off the left and Masima Bowen off the right of the back two. O'Donoghue will win a throw-in. Takes it down the line towards Smiles. Smiles over the top towards Stewie now. It's booted up high, but not far. Taken down to Sylvanus. Sylvanus James. Nice Passion on the overlap. Will use Passion with a fancy pass. Passion puts the ball in. Good ball in. All the way to the back post. Smiles lines up a shot. Good save by Tashim, but he doesn't connect cleanly. And it's put into the back of the net. The Ducks United have gone up 3-0, and I think the man Stewie was there to poke that one home.
And it has been a hallmark of, I don't know if you want to call it that, of Tashim's keeping. He is not catching the ball. And he's fumbling the ball a lot. And so on that occasion, again, fumbling the ball, and on his doorstep was a blue and yellow.
Well, it's 3-0. And it was initially a good ball by the man Passion that sent it to the back post for the man Smiles, who took a shot that was saved but not saved cleanly, and it was poked home. And it's given away. He was lining up a shot there. Runs into trouble but gets away. Lays it off for Jermaine Ricketts. Ricketts still driving into the area. Chips to the back post. And the header is won by the Diamonds FC. There's confirmation that it looked like the goal was scored off the boot of the man Stuart Murray. It's the Ducks United up 3-0. Now Passion to Miguel Sylvanus. The left boot tries to switch the play. Carlos wins the initial header but loses positioning on Stewie, but well read there by Alexander Fleming. It looks like that's Jalen Smeens to Jaden Fleming. And that's well won there by the man Mata. Ricketts. Out wide to O'Donoghue. Ball forward now. Looks like young Jared Smeens will be making his way onto the field momentarily, as the rabbit was called offside, but he's still jumping, still trying to play football. He must be entertained by the rabbit once he is on the field of play. Good turn by Ricketts. Miguel, past the man. Miguel, the former attackers player, sends it out wide towards Smiles. Back to Miguel again. Miguel. Inside towards Smiles. Smiles past the man. Past the couple. Looking for a shot. For Mata. Ball chipped over the top to pretty much no one was making a run at the back post. It's out for a goal kick. Here comes the young man, Jared Smeens. He'll be onto the field of play to replace the man, Denville Gums. It's the Diamonds FC winning a free kick into the 74th minute of play. Trying to boot it long, looking for Jared Smeens. This one is won by Jaden Fleming, who loses out to Miguel. It's going to be a free kick, the call by referee Hilton. A free kick there was called and signaled for the Diamonds FC. The game has pretty much slowed down. The intensity has gone out of it. I think that third goal took the wind out of the sails of the Diamonds FC. The press, the intensity, the aggression has really gone out of it. Free kick for the Diamonds. Booted long. And trying to be a bit casual in there, and may lose the ball under some pressure, but is able to clear. Only as far as, I think that's Carlos, but picked up now by Smiles. Smiles get past the man. Smiles still going as the man Smiles. Inside towards Miguel, I believe. No, out wide to Sylvanus. Mata to Ricketts. Passion. Ricketts. Trying to be a bit too cute there and misplaced his pass over the top towards the Rabbit. Here comes the Rabbit. The Rabbit getting forward. The Rabbit is going to win a corner.
Very speedy man there is Rabbit, and Sam had some trouble in controlling, and so he had to get it out of play. It's going to be a corner, quickly taken. Combination of the brothers.
Young Jalen and Jared Smains. Both young, but both been in the Diamonds FC system for a long time. Young. Smains. Jaden Fleming tries to send it through to Smains, but Smains wasn't on the same page as him. And Rolando Roach misses out. As it's going to be an opportunity for a 1-2. Picked up now by Sylvanus. Sylvanus. Through towards Stewie. Gets inside. Stuart Murray. Lost the touch. It was a critical challenge. It was a necessary challenge, but a good one. Here comes Jared Smains. Into Fleming. Back over the top to Smains. Well, Hilton, he still has some consideration.
He's going to be sent off.
Well.
But
Kent Sam.
But that's a red card.
That's going to be his second yellow here.
But it was the second yellow.
He received a yellow.
Earlier. That's the second yellow.
Of the game.
That's a red card.
It should be a red.
It should be a red card. He received a yellow before. That's the second yellow in the game, and that should be a red card.
Well. I think Hilton may have forgotten he's already carded Ken Sam. Well.
That should definitely be a red card. That's a second.
Free kick by Jaden at Lantern Collects.
Second.
Here come the Ducks United, trying to get inside the area, laid off to the edge of the area, booted off the referee's back, and the Diamonds will get a drop ball. I don't know if we're mistaken, but I do believe that Kent Sam had already had a yellow card at the beginning of this game. Well. It's with Mata. And referee Hilton is blowing his whistle for something.
Because they are warming up
with the ball, I think, yeah.
Yes.
I think it's because he's warming up with the ball.
Yes.
I don't think the man Michael will be taking any part in this encounter. He's changed his clothes and he's gone into the stadium.
Michael would have played in the youth league, and so wouldn't be needed for this one.
We're going to We're going to have to ask referee Hilton about this one because there's a bit of debate as to who actually got the yellow cards when the game, before the game began, because something had transpired and referee Hilton dished out 2 yellow cards. I believe one went to goalkeeper Lantern, and the second we were led to believe it was the man Kent Sam who picked up the yellow. So we'll have to, as the ball comes across, he takes a touch, chance for a shot, and somehow again, he's put it over. I think it's going to be the young man,
That one is really up for discussion, and not sure if we would have picked up that one live, but the man Ken Sam was given a yellow card before the whistle went. It's something we have said to referee Hilton, and he was issued a yellow card once the toss was taken. Not sure why.
I don't think the
The
live stream picked it up.
No, live stream may not have picked it up, so it's very difficult for us to go back to it. But the man Ken Sam is fortunate to be on the playing surface.
We're going to have to ask referee Hilton who actually gave the cards to, as a shot comes in by Ricketts and another fantastic save by Tashim.
Again, acreage of space for the man Ricketts to shoot, and he's not going to shy away from it. He's not going to back down. He's not going to back down at all, and pulling out a very good save from Tashim. So we are going to see the debutant for the Diamond FC.
It's a young man, Kevin Paul, I believe.
And he would have transferred from your team, wasn't he?
He was on loan for the Western Predators last year and with the development team the year before that. And he's now with the Diamonds FC. And he'll be making his debut, it looks like. As it's chipped over the top towards Jared Smains, who will take a touch and get inside Smains. Lays it off towards Jaden Fleming, who can take a shot.
Power the puff, as Johnson will say.
It's a power the puff shot. Lantern will take his precious time with it. As Kevin Paul did feature for my Spartans and the 17 boys in their 3-0 victory over the EastEnders. Let's start the match, played about 40 minutes. It's now with the Ducks. Driving forward. Tries to put in a drive towards goal. Picked up now by Ricketts, who lays it off brilliantly well. Ball inside, and the Diamonds can clear. Only as far as Ricketts again.
If you notice what has transpired is that Smiles has come over to the right flank, and it's Silvanus who has gone over to the left.
Yes, and that's where they started off the game, but they seem to have reversed roles throughout the second half. And they're back in their original position, as that's a risky pass across field. But the diminutive Jared Smains couldn't get to that one. Oh, that's skillful. That's
and again.
silky. Here they come again. The Ducks United, and Sylvanus is offside. Well, I heard shouts of 2-0. I heard shouts of 5-0. But it's 3-0 as of right now. It's going to be the Ducks United, who will more than likely will be coming away with the victory in this encounter with just some 6 minutes plus added time remaining. Still yet to see the first Ducks United change, despite them being up 3-0. I think we will be seeing one now, and I think that's the man Jermaine Murray. But first, it will be Kevin Paul, the young number 17, on to replace Jaden Fleming. Chipped out wide, looking for Smains. I'm sorry, Rolando Roach. We'll pick it up now. Forced to go back to Travis. Travis being pressured, but Lang back to Fleming. Fleming over the top. Looking for the rabbit. The rabbit. He's going to run. He's going to run. Darius had to come. And that's what the rabbit does. He applies pressure. And he applies pressure high up the field. Darius was almost caught out there by the speedy rabbit.
Well, yeah, give Rabbit a chance. He's going to try to sneak you in.
Tried to be a bit cute there. I think that's Miguel and lost out. But Stewie will pick it up. Stewie smiles. Smiles. Back to Stewie. That's lovely. Has a man at the back post instead ups the turn and goes back to Smiles. Smiles dumps it in. Carlos does not connect with the header. Sylvanos turns. Sylvanos puts it into the area. And he tried to go with the chest rather than the head. And it was easy for Tashim. Here's Jared Smains. Swings and misses at that one. But tussles and tussles well. But tussles illegally.
The goalkeeper is down and the player is down. Two
Diamonds players are down.
players are down.
First goes to the player. As keeper Tashman's made his way back to his feet.
I think for Tashim, what Tashim did was once he realized that his defender was down, that he went down.
Because you can't play without the keeper. It was smart. It was very smart from Tashim. Of course, a fellow coach, coaches for the Diamonds, under 17 boys, as well as an assistant coach on this Diamonds FC male team. So he does know the game. He's also a referee in the Angola Football League. So he knows the laws of the game. He knows the rules. And he was able to find a way to get his player treatment.
Once the referee goes down, you know that whistle will have to come. So we are at the end of the third weekend, and so far so good. It has been a goal fest season. It's truly been a goal fest season where
seeing on average 4.5 goals a match, and these two games today would really contribute to that as well. They would add to that. Some 7 goals being scored today. And we're not done yet. I don't think the Ducks United may be done yet either. It's now going to be, I think that's Jermaine Murray.
and that's the man Sam who is giving way.
Yes, so a young man in Murray will be replacing Kent Sam, who I still think is fortunate to be on the field. This means we're now seeing Kamoy Garvey will be making his way onto the field as well.
And Garvey would have, that's he's down, and that's Medics. That's the night for Peters.
It's going to be all she wrote for the man Trevor Peters. As Garvey makes his way onto the field to replace him. Well. Alexander come across quickly. He loses out, and the Ducks can make it 4. He tried to square it rather than being selfish, and he squandered a glorious opportunity. Not done yet. Sylvanus chips it inside.
Oh!
Ooh, Tashim had to hold it.
Oh!
Good reactions. Very good reactions by Tashim.
I'm not sure why they're making those kind of cute pass. And they have found themselves in
And they come again.
trouble.
Chance to make it 4. Straight at Tashim.
Those cute passes are not working for them.
We have had the 90 minutes played. Yet to see the added time.
It's going to come now. We will have about 5 minutes because we would have had a number of stoppage time. But we have 3.
3 minutes. Ricketts to O'Donoghue.
Well, it's very strange that we're only having 3 minutes because we had some lengthy stoppages. We had one for Sylvanus that took us well over 3 minutes.
They come again. Down the byline. Puts it in. Tashim collects. And I must say, an underrated pickup for the Ducks United this season has been the man O'Donoghue from the Kicks United. With both DeAndre Marshall and Tajay Johnson leaving the club. They will be left short with a fullback gap because Marshall, who was a winger, he had been deputizing at fullback for them along with Smiles. But with O'Donoghue coming in, it's allowed Smiles to move back onto the wing with him filling in at fullback with passion. And it's formed a very strong back 4 for the Ducks United. With Kent Sam and Masimba Bowen.
Yes.
And of course, we've still not seen the man Centeval Duke, who's going to be another key piece for this Ducks United side. Of course, we saw his former teammate Duke and Mason making his debut, I believe, for the attackers in the earlier encounter.
Well, Duke would have played in the first game. He played in the first game. And I'm not sure if it's an injury that he picked up, but he would have played in the first game. Came on as a substitute in the first game.
He did, the man. It was Mason who had not played yet up until today. Those two being, again, 2 cogs of that Enforcers machine, that Enforcers team that was not able to take part this year in the Angola Football League. And most of their players have moved on to other pastures. Guys like Roland Shanty, he's gone to the Eagle Claw, along with the man Tyrese Burke. We've seen Masimba Bowen, he's come to the Ducks. The shot comes in, good save by Tashim.
Well, I think there are just a few teams. It may be the Diamond FC, the Salsa Ballers, and Lions who have not benefited from the Enforcers team.
Because even the Spartans, they
All
weren't
of
able
the
to
other
pick up
teams.
Kamoni Jackson. And that's going to be all she wrote for this encounter and for this match week 3. The Ducks United coming out with a 3-0 victory. They remain undefeated, while the Diamonds FC, they have to go back to the drawing board once again.
Yes, and I think that would put Lions. Would that put Lions in the lead? Lions would have won their game last evening. It was a 3-goal advantage, and I think that will leave Ducks still ahead of the table. That will leave Ducks still ahead of the table, and at the end of week 3, we are up into the 60s in goal counts. Could you believe that? It's just about 13 games, 14 games.
Well, I must say that this tournament has not lacked goals. Even the lower the lower end of the table clashes. That clash between the Predators and the Eagle Claw last night, was it 5-3?
8 goals, some 8 goals. Yes, 5-3 in favor of the Predators.
That was some game for a game that really lulled at moments in the first half. The second half, it burst into life with the guys like Sherman Anthony and as well the man Duncan Poodle being able to get on the score sheet and really giving some buzz to what was an otherwise really unassuming affair.
Indeed, and it is, as the manager for the team said, it was pulling a defeat from the jaws of a victory. Nonetheless, and that's where we are going to put a wrap on things here for week 3 in the AFL Senior Men's League and the AFA. And we are pleased to have brought you commentaries and from since Friday night and closing out Sunday evening with this final encounter with the Ducks United getting the better of the Diamond FC 3-0. 3-0. And so the leaders in both divisions so far in U17, it is the Spartans who's leading there. And in this, the Senior Male League, it is Ducks United who is holding on to the lead, no matter how slender it is, over the Lions and Limers due by... It's not a point, but a goal difference. So, on behalf of Tony, who were with us earlier, the man Doc, who brought us the action as it unfolded before our eyes tonight, it is your voice of choice, John Millington, saying good night and goodbye.